Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I have a Sephora haul. I have a lot of great new releases as well as some restocks of things that I wanted to bring back into my beauty routine. If you would like to see the products that I picked up from Sephora recently, just keep on watching. In my Sephora hauls, I usually include things that I receive in PR because I think it's important to include those products for the simple reason that if I didn't receive those products in PR, there is like a 95% chance that I would purchase them myself because I just love shopping at Sephora. I love beauty, I love fragrance, so I love trying all the new products. So I will share what was sent to me in PR, but I will clearly state what was PR and what was bought with my money. And I'll always give my honest opinion no matter if I received the products in PR or bought them myself. I will let you know what I think about them. So let's start off with the products that were sent to me. We have some new releases in fragrance and we have some new body mist from Phlur. So we have the matcha milk and the berry cream. So I'm going to start off with matcha milk, thinking if to do a dedicated review for these two, but I'm going to read the notes in this haul, tell you a little bit about it. But if you want a video that is more detailed, let me know and I will try these out this week, really test them and all of that, and then I can film a dedicated video for these. But these, I don't know, I didn't even get a chance to get excited about them. I feel like time has been going by really fast. In February, like always, January always takes forever, and then February is just like, where to go? So matcha milk has notes of bergamot, zest, black tea accord. The heart is matcha, macadamia milk, and warm vanilla, and the base is musk, amber, and patchouli. I will say that the amber that Phlur uses has never been my favorite because I am very, very picky with amber, yet Phlur has a couple perfumes that are like my top perfumes that I absolutely love, and these body mist smell so good. So even though I do pick up a little bit of that amber, it's not enough to bother me or not want to wear the fragrance. But when I do first spray it, because it is my scent of the day today, when I first spray them, I can smell that kind of like amber, the patchouli, but I feel like that doesn't stick around on me as much as the matcha scent, which is pretty earthy. It's a little powdery. I definitely get the patchouli in here, but it's not super dirty or like sharp. Now the berry cream, which is super cute, this one has top notes of dewy raspberry, mara strawberry, and sweet cream. The heart has violet milk, apple leaves, and hibiscus flower, and the base is vanilla bean, ambrette, and sugared amber. So yes, there's amber in this one too, and I always pick up on that amber, but this one opens up so fruity. It is like smelling a strawberry or raspberry, but then having milk. It's like milky, it's creamy. I really like the berry one. It's really, really nice. The ambrette in there. The amber, it says sugared amber, so it's definitely sweeter, fruity, but super creamy too. So I wouldn't say that this is fruity in like a sparkling champagne type of way. It's more fruity in like a raspberry milkshake, Burberry Her type of vibe. It kind of has the same vibe as Burberry Her. That was one of the first kind of scents that came to my mind when I sprayed this on, but I sprayed these two on together and they do layer really nicely together as well. So I do need more time to play with these, but these are definitely, I would say, great for gourmand lovers. They're fluffy, they're creamy, they are a little bit gourmand, but they smell really nice with that amber. They also smell a little bit grown. They don't smell juvenile. So these are really, really nice. I'm excited to get to know those better. I also picked up a Dior fragrance. So I know that they came out with the Dior Addict perfumes. It's 3 of them. So they had a purple, a peach color, and the pink one. I went with Rosy Glow. So I got a full size of this one. And I have some samples of the other ones. So I want to film a video on that too, because I want to go over those. Rosy Glow, I am still debating on this one. Like, I don't know if to keep it. It is, in my opinion, the prettiest one out of the 3. The packaging is so cute. I really like it. It's inspired by their lip oil, I believe. So here is the packaging for this. Super pretty. And this perfume, when I first sprayed this perfume, I was just like, this is going to be my next favorite. I don't care. I was love at first sniff. But there is caramel in here, and boy, does the caramel take over. Like, it just turns into a pretty, almost gourmand perfume. So we have lychee in the top, rose in the mid, and caramel in the base. So that caramel being the base, if you are a caramel lover, if caramel is your favorite note in fragrance, go ahead and add this to your collection. Imagine like a musky, rosy caramel. Yes, the rose is there. When this perfume opens up, I swear it is 10 out of 10. Perfect perfume. There's like this feminine, juicy, girly, rosy scent that's musky as well. The lychee reminds me of, what was that perfume called? Alien, no, not Alien, Angel Nova. I think it kind of has like that vibe, but then the caramel takes over the whole scent. So then it turns into kind of like a musky caramel. But this one, I definitely also need to try it out some more. But from the three, this was the one that I liked the most. And I'm happy that I got this one in full size and not one of the others. I will also plan on filming a video on this one as well, because I think that will be a lot of fun. Okay, so for PR, I have 2 more products and the rest I purchased myself. So L'Occitane sent me, I don't know if this is a new body cream, but I wanted to show it here because it did pop up in the new section at Sephora. This is the L'Occitane Ultra Rich Body Cream. So this is on the new page. I don't know if maybe they repackaged it, maybe it's a reformulation, or maybe it's a brand new product, but I just wanted to show it in this video because I think this is going to be the next one that I use. This is a very thick body. Let's see how this is. I did receive this one in PR, but I use some, oh, this feels really nice. I use a lot of their products in my routine. I use a shower oil to shave. This sunk into the skin literally right away. And it feels very rich and soft, but it doesn't smell too strong, which I like. Yeah, it smells spa-like, but not too strong. And it's really creamy. And what I did like about this one when I was looking at the Sephora website is that it does say this is ideal for dry skin, including sensitive skin. And you can use this ages 3 and up, which was really nice because I do have my daughters that have really bad eczema and I'm always looking for things that can help them, but I feel like this would be nice. And it feels really, really rich on the skin and soft, and it left the skin with this really, do you see that? So I'm going to probably be adding this to my products that I have in the bathroom. So I wanted to give it a little shout out. It feels really nice on the skin. And then I also received Milk's latest release, which is a new concealer. Can't wait to try this out. I haven't tried it out yet. This is the Hydro Grip Gel Concealer. This is supposed to be a creamy gel concealer stick with hydrating hyaluronic acid and peptides for weightless buildable coverage and a natural radiant finish. And I was sent 2 shades. So I got shade 2 and I got shade 4. If you are similar to me, I'm going to show you both of the shades in case you do want to pick this up for yourself. I think I'm going to go with shade 2 when I use it. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch. These are stick concealers. This is the packaging for it. Now this packaging, once you twist this, you cannot twist back. It's kind of like the Makeup by Mario packaging if you tried those out. So once you do this, you cannot go back. So don't take it out too much. Just a quick warning. Okay, so this one is shade 2. And this feels really hydrating and thin. So that one's a nice shade, I think, to like brighten my skin. And it looks like the perfect undertone. I really want to try this out. But I did try out a different concealer today, which I'm also liking a lot. So I'll talk about that one next. But I'm going to go ahead and swatch shade 4. Probably going to be perfect for summertime. But I feel like they both... This one's perfect if I want to cover any acne marks, use it for spot concealing, and this one's great for like the under eye. I hope it works out in the under eye area because usually stick concealers I don't wear a lot under the eyes, but I'm going to try it out and see. So I'm definitely excited to try this out soon. Now the concealer that I did try today, and I got this with my own money, so all these products that I'm going to show you next I purchased myself, and this one is the Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. When I saw this, there was no questions asked, just because I knew that this was going to be insane coverage. And then on top of that, it was so thin when I applied it. I did film a few shorts and TikToks and all that will be featured soon on this look that I did. But the concealer, very, very thin, but super full coverage. It's mattifying, sinks right into the skin. It did not crease when I was going to set it. Usually I have to reblend my concealer before I add powder. It didn't have any creases. And my skin right now is going through it. It's really dry. I used a few products that totally, I mean, I even have like breakouts on my neck and stuff, which I usually don't get. And it still performed good. So my first impressions of this is it's amazing. It's going to make its way into my top concealer. Just did my concealer video where I ranked my concealers, and I don't have a crazy amount because many concealers will crease or they'll look too cakey or they'll look patchy. So this one's going straight into my concealer bin. I'm so happy I have it. And I got mine in the shade 4.5 Fair Medium. I think it's perfect. It's not too bright. It's the perfect shade. All right, last beauty product is this Makeup by Mario lip liner. So I have a lot of Makeup by Mario lip liners, but I heard everyone toasting. I heard everyone raving about Toasty, but when I went to go get it, it wasn't there anymore. I guess they had discontinued it for a while and then now they brought it back. And I wanted to show you guys this shade in comparison to Smoky Pink, which is one of my all-time favorite lip liners. I've done so many looks with this lip liner, so I'm going to swatch Smoky Pink. I feel like they're very similar. I have to kind of look at them myself, but here is Smoky Pink right here. Oh yeah, now I see a difference. Okay. So it's more of like a undertone type of difference. I feel like shade-wise, they're pretty close. Here is Smoky Pink and here's Toasty. I feel like it's cooler. So maybe that's why everyone really wanted this one back. It does have a bit of like a cooler look to it. I like it. It's really, really natural looking. I don't feel like it makes me look like I have like an exaggerated look. Sometimes I'm all for darker lip liner, maybe like a brown. But for the most part, every day, I prefer one that it kind of really looks like it's just my lips and it doesn't look too dramatic. So I'm happy I added that shade to the ones that I have. Also picked up this extreme eye cream from In Beauty Project. This was Avril Loves Makeup. I always get that channel name wrong. Avril does makeup. She's one of my all-time favorite for my Spanish speaking viewers. Love her channel. She talks about perfumes, she talks about makeup, and she also talks about true crime, which is 3 things that are my all-time favorite. But she talked about this eye cream and she said that it's like amazing for pretty much any time. Like if you want to use it at night, if you want to use it underneath makeup, and she just made it sound like the most amazing eye cream ever. And I'm a sucker, so I just got this one. This is the Firming and Contouring Eye Cream. So it has peptides, it has amino acids. Sounds very promising, and they recently released the mini size. You guys know that I said if I can get things in mini, I would prefer to get mini until something turns into a complete favorite. And if you ask me, this is not mini. This is a really nice size that will last me forever because I have so many other skincare products. So I am really happy that brands are starting to offer that because I prefer to have mini sizes of everything. I don't need a huge eye cream when I'm always interested in what's out there, what's new. So smaller things, we can get through them. They're most likely going to be more affordable because it's less product. You can go through it faster and you can move on to the next new thing, and I feel like it makes it less wasteful. This next product is a skincare product, and I love First Aid Beauty. I love their facial radiance pads. So I kept holding off on these because I do have other hydrating pads right now, but this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Pillow Pads. I've heard so many good things about these. So these have colloidal oatmeal, they have ceramides, and it's just supposed to give your skin like an extra drench of hydration. So it says wipe across face or stick pad to extra dry parts of the face to use as a spot treatment. I haven't tried them out yet. They're still sealed, but I had to try these out because they just sound perfect for those days where you don't want to exfoliate, but you do want to start off with maybe a pad to lift off anything that might be on the surface of the skin and then give you hydration and just make your skin look nice and plump. I picked this next product up for the body. I have talked about this before, especially when I was living in Puerto Rico. This is the Topicals Ingrown Tonic. It's like a little roller, and this is so amazing for ingrown hairs. This has salicylic acid, glycolic acid, niacinamide, and zinc PCA, and it's a little roller, kind of like a deodorant, which is what I like about it. I'm really sensitive when it comes to shaving, especially in the bikini area. If I am not careful about what razor I use, shaving with just water is a straight up hell no. I will get the biggest rash of my life. It will be so itchy and painful. I can't do it. So I have to be very careful with that. But this is really nice to apply after you shave or just whenever, just to avoid ingrown hairs. It does not sting, it doesn't burn, it's not irritating for me at least, and it's really nice to have for the body. And last but not least, I picked up one travel size fragrance. Apparently I don't know when to just give up on a line of a fragrance, but here we have the latest flanker of YSL Libre, and this is the Berry Crush. And the reason why I thought it was interesting was because they're adding, I believe it was coconut and berries to it, and I was like, you know, that sounds a little bit more Amy friendly. Maybe we can make it work. I really like the color of it, and I'm just gonna give it a quick spray because I have not even sprayed it. They all just end up smelling like Libre to me. Libre. They all end up kind of smelling similar. Let me try it on my skin and see. That's kind of nice. Did I finally find, I don't want to get excited because I have had different flankers of this and they always end up leaving, but I will say I picked up on the raspberry. I picked up on a more like juicy. There's something really sexy in here. I can't wait to review this one, so I'm definitely gonna play with this one some more. I'm gonna do some tests, see how I like it, and then I will do like a dedicated review for this one. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys liked today's haul. Let me know if there's any products in here that you're interested in trying, or whichever ones you picked up already. Let me know how you're feeling about them, how they're working for you. And with that said, that's going to be it for me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.